When using Turbo to upload data on Archive, there is extra data that gets also added to Archive, and I'm going to show you that data. It's called manifest, and we'll see what's the role of manifest and how important it is, especially when uploading folders. So I have a folder here called RIO, and it has this one file. And so I need to bring that folder path in. So I'm just going to say const folder, and this is going to be equal to path.join. And I need to import this path from path.join, and then path.dirname, and here it's going to be URL, not URL, but file path to URL. You also import it from URL, and this will take in imports.meta.url, right? And then the second parameter that join your name takes is going to be where the folder is. It's going to be .rio, like that, right? So that will give you the folder, and you can upload that folder. I'll do const result here. This is going to be equal to await turbo.uploadFolder. And you can do the same for the website from the web as well. I just wanted to make it easier here and build no UI. So here it's going to be folder path is going to be equal to folder here, because you need to specify the path. And I'm not going to add anything. The next thing, I'll just log this in the console. Yeah, and actually before going, I need to change this. This has to be wallet.json, because I'm using the Archive signer. Wallet.json that way. And so if I come back here and run this, I'll do node index.js. You should be able to see some result being logged in the console. Yeah, nice. So you can see there is a huge object coming back to us. So what I'm mostly interested here is this manifest here, right? But we can just go through to see everything that comes back. You have file responses, and these are going to be the response of all the files that are in your folder. In my case, it's only one file. That's why you see one object here in this file responses array. So if you have 10 objects that you have to upload, you'll see 10 here in the response files. And also you'll see the manifest. So what the manifest does, it sort of reconstructs what the folder looks like so that you can easily access the folder, right? And so you can see here we have manifest, but I'm mostly interested in path, right? And you can see the path just takes in these friendly names that you can always reference if you want to access this particular data. And so, yeah, there are different ways you can create the manifest, this manifest file or this manifest object, but Turbo just creates it for you automatically. And that's why I like Turbo very much. So I'm going to change here, and I'll do result.manifest. I'll just do result.manifest here so that you can see the manifest alone. So if I do node index.js again, okay, we have an error. Oh, there's no such thing. I wanted .json. Yeah, it's JSON, not JSON. So you do node index.js, and you should see the manifest being logged alone here, right? So you can see this is the manifest, and it has everything that it needs to have here. And you can see the path here. Since you only have one image, it's going to just show you one image. If we had 10 images, it was going to show the 10 images. And you can see the ID of the image itself and how it has been uploaded. But then what this allows us to have is, rather than resolving everything in the folder with its own ID, you can resolve everything with the name, the friendly name. So you can have arif.net/manifest ID, then /, for example, in this case, riologo.png. And that's the same that happens for you to be able to resolve your websites on Arif. So a website, in an essence, is just a folder, right? It's a folder that has different files. It has an index.html file. It has a CSS file. It has a JavaScript file. So when you upload that on Arif, it sort of creates this manifest. Where is it? Yeah, it sort of creates this manifest of your website folder, and then you can easily access that using the manifest ID. So you can go to arif.net/manifest ID, and it directly resolves the HTML, and then the HTML can request for the other files using their friendly names, and that's how you can easily have a website on Arweave and it works properly. And even going further, the manifest ID now can be assigned to your RNS, and you can see how RNS can just resolve that and resolve your whole website.